What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience. I'm Arthur Moats. And you know what time it is, man. Another fun one planned today. And we got plenty to discuss as it pertains to Steelers Nation, as it pertains to the NFL. And obviously, we got March Madness going on right now. A lot of madness out there. Girls and guys side as well, man. So shout out to all of y'all and yens that are rocking out tonight. And I did do a little, Houdini with the clock in terms of the start time. Sometimes, I'm saying, the kids feel like, all right, man, might take a little longer. But hey, man, shout out to my baby girl. Everything was good. We were smooth, got back. So we here. Let's go. Let's get it. But hope everybody is good. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend as well, man. On the front end, let me shout out the South Fayette Lady Lions. The little lady hooping team, man, won the 5A PIAA state championship, man. So shout out to them. Obviously, y'all know that's the school that my little ones be rocking at. So, I always support the gang. Shout out to them green things and stuff like that, man. But they did go ahead and take care of business. So salute to them. Like I said, man, anytime you talk state championships, man, that's carving that legacy out and stuff like that, man. So, like I said, man, big time respect on that. And yes, David Dupree, big pump fake. Come on now. You got to pump fake it on occasion, man. On occasion. Yeah, y'all thought I wasn't gonna make it. I was like, skirt. You know what I'm saying? I had to swerve on that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, whoa. Nah, actually, I was bumping that Webby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I pull up at the club, VIP, gas tank on E, but all drinks on me. Wipe me down. Yeah. I played that thing about 30 times on the road the way back, man. My daughter was in the car like, hey, Dad, are you good? I'm just like, yeah. Just like the song a lot. Sorry. All right. So, yeah. But here we are, man. But yeah, man, so like I said, man, shout out to South Fayette, though, man, the Lady Lions, man, going out there and winning the PIAA state championship this weekend. And shout out to them UConn Huskers, the women's side, man. Paige Buckets. Dropped the 40-piece, all buckets. Nah, man, that was big time. And of course, y'all see me rocking that in my Duke Blue Devils gear. All right, because they did go out there, drop a 20-piece dub. Love what I'm seeing with them boys. So across the board, man, I'm feeling good because y'all know I'm Team Blue Blood. Okay, I'm Team Duke, Team UConn. So when I see my Duke Blue Devils on the guy's side taking care of business, when I see my UConn Huskers on the lady side taking care of business, I feel good. All right. So it was a great weekend. Okay. Can't go wrong, man. So yeah, here we are, baby. Here we are. And yes, Ricky. Yes, man. Let's go UConn, man. Shout out to all my UConn Husker fans in the building. All right. About to say, man, looking forward to that game about to start. Once this TCU game end up, heck yeah, man. So, it's definitely a good night. Gonna turn into a little watch party in the building, all right? So shout out. If I start tripping over here, y'all know what it is. Like, yo, come on, man. I need that. Y'all know what it is. Just throwing it out there, all right? So let's get it. Okay, I see you have the dope. Yeah, let's go UConn. And yes, man, 9 p.m. Look, I got the TV turned on. I'm waiting on it, all right? I'm be over here calling TG, rapping with him, all the way rocked out, looking like, all right, come on, Paige. What's up, Paige? We're going for 40 again? I like 40. Me and wifey was over here counting all them joints. Another one. Look, wifey don't ever just randomly post sports, man. She pulled up the Page joint, put it on the IG. I said, okay. She felt that. Yeah. So like I said, man, it was a vibe, bro. It was definitely a vibe. So like I said, definitely looking forward to that, man. But let's get this thing going, man. Because like I said, we do got plenty that we have to discuss. All right. And I know that y'all want to hear some of that football talk. We got to talk some of that Steelers talk. Can't all just be about the, happiness that I be dealing with over here. All right. Watching all these teams have success. All right, as I'm over here trying to push my daughter to commit to a school real quick. Like, come on, girl, why you waiting on it, man? You want to go to that school anyways, man. Stop playing. All right, so you know what I'm saying? Like, we just in that vibe right now. It's just that type of mode right now. All right, maybe it's because the weather's getting good. That's what it is. Weather start getting nice. Everybody moves, just feel good all of a sudden, man. Everybody smiley in the building, man. So shout out to Rex 7 too. He said he been on that nice drink. Shout out to the adult drizzank. All right, and he also is a 3-year subscriber. And he says he's lit, man. If you lit, I'm lit. That means we lit. together. Shout out to you, Rex 7. Shout out to you, baby. But yeah, man, we definitely gonna vibe out of here, man. It's gonna be a good one tonight. Definitely gonna be a good one, man. So with that being the case, man, let's start the show. While we waiting? What you waiting on? I ain't waiting if you ain't waiting. So drop it in the comment section where you are tuning in from, so that way I can give you that big boy shout out to start today's show. And you already know the drill. Hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's get it. And shout out to the Don Hefe Quan. He said he just started out on that growing up juice. Ain't nothing like that growing up juice, man. All right. I was rocking up with that growing up juice the other day. I said, whoo, child. Hey, now, had me in here feeling good. Wife was like, you all right, babe? I said, hey, come on now. Duke won. We turned up today. Let's get it. Let's get it. I see you, DJ Lendy, always rocking out in the place to be, the 757. Norfolk VA. You know what time it is. Leah Warren rocking out in the 254. And she says, this Rodgers DK meetup is scaring me. Like, no, thank you. Hey, we're going to talk about that, Leah. I know you was in the show notes. All right. You was in the show notes. I already know this. Stop it. You dropping it. Wait on it. All right. I got you. Just give me like 2 more minutes. All right, let me get the shout outs first. All right. Shout out to John Eldo. You know he rocking it in Morgantown, the 304. Almost heaven, West Virginia. Come on now. Sequoia Harris in the 718, St. Martin. Let's go. Jay Farrell in the 213, Koreatown, California. The Don Hefe Quan always in the 323, Watts, California. Shout out to California being in the building too, because I do see you, Jaron. Pittsburgh Steelers for life in the 559, Visalia, California. I like how y'all showing love, man. I like how the West Coast be popping out, especially on the late night, man. But I do see you, DC 53, all the way in the 412, the Hill District. Shout out to the Hill District. And of course, gotta shout out to homie Phil Bing in the 912, Savannah, Georgia. He says, we need Rodgers. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. So you know, we're going to have to talk about it. I'm going to end it with the homie Ricky Merrill, because Ricky Merrill been showing out and showing love early in the building in the 478 Georgia. Oh, Georgia. Shout out to Georgia in the building, man. Love to see it. Love to see it. And I do see you also, Hannibal, in the 770 Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta. And I do see, let's see, man, we got Upper Room membership jumping off. Malvo does it. Welcome, Malvo. Welcome to the Upper Room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's get it, man. God, man, I missed y'all. I think that's what it is. I think I just missed y'all a lot. All right. So welcome. Welcome. Appreciate you. Let's go, you Dub. Showing a little love on the front end with a super chat. You know, I appreciate you. He says, hope you like the box, Moats. Someone got to give Braden Fehoko a reality check here. 20 game season is madness. Shout out, shout out, shout out. So if you might have sent me something. That's what you said by the box. Cause I did get an alert today that a package arrived. I have not had a chance to check it yet. I will be going out there tomorrow to pick said package up though. So if that is the case, you know I get all excited over it. You see me blushing, right? Anytime it's a good time, it's a little exciting time. I'll be like, oh, hey now, man. All right, what you got good, man? So I'm looking forward to it. All right. Definitely looking forward to it from the heart. You know I appreciate you. All right. And yeah, in terms of Fehoko, all right, shout out to Fehoko, shout out to good old Braden Fehoko. Yeah. So my man's is wilding, okay? Obviously, we heard Roger Goodell, you know, flirt out that concept again, trying to add another game. He wants another game. I think Rodgers looking to add 18. I told y'all now. First it was 16, then it was 17. 17 turned to 18. 18 turned to 19. They want the 20 piece. I'm trying to tell you, that's the end goal, okay? We've been doing this back in 2010. That's the end goal. So we started this thing out, you know, and Rodgers throws out the 18 game concept. And somehow, some way, good old Fehoko, he's over here podcasting, doing what he does, you know, talking to the community, the congregation, all the good folks out here. And yeah, he gets to saying basically like, yo, he's all for a 20 game season. And I'm just kind of like, I don't see how we got to 20. Why do you want to get to 20? You know, you still got playoffs, you know, you still, you know, like that's a run. You know what I mean? Like 20 games is a lot before you get to the postseason. And I get this ideology of, man, who needs preseason? But Arthur Moats needed preseason. I'm sure Braden Fehoko needed preseason. I'm sure it's a lot of people in the National Football League that needed some preseason. So I'm like, you're not just going to get rid of that. because you get rid of that. Now you really are going to be cutting, the legs of a lot of guys before they even get their careers started. So I'm like, that doesn't sound right. But then I'm like, 20 games? I'm like, bro, 20 games? Even with 2 bye weeks, 20 games is a lot of games. Preseason is different because you're not playing 4 quarters. Man, you at best going to play 2 quarters. I think the longest I played in a preseason game was my rookie year, where I did have to play 4 quarters. And it was because it was my rookie year, and it was the first game of, actually, I don't even think I played all 4. I played 3.5 quarters, all right? Because I ain't starting. I had to wait like 2 series before I got in there, okay? But after that, it's like, man, you don't play that long. And even then, I was questioning the sanity of my coaches. I'm like, yo, coach, bro, are you trying to kill me, man? What's going on, man? I felt like that Batman sequence, you know what I'm saying, when he's fighting Bane. What's going to break first, your will or your body? Like, it was times where I really had that thought process my rookie year in Buffalo. I'm like, bro, what's going on here? So you don't do that in the preseason typically, man. Outside of that, a quarter, 2 quarters tops. So when you talk about adding regular season games, that's saying, hey, you're going to be playing another 50, 60 snaps, maybe 70, 80 snaps, depending on who you're playing against. And if you're a starter, yeah, you're out there versus the guys. So there is no drop off. There is no, I could take it easy this week. It's, I have to be ready to go kill somebody out there on this football field. Man, your body, how do you recover? I just think it's a lot. And if you are going to do that, I think that you have to be really, really particular and intentional about the contracts, because what they have already done was, with the old CBA, when you had your deal done, they just kind of let that roll over, even with the additional game. It's no additional money. It's just, now I'm going to get the extra game out of you for whatever the 17 game or whatever your 16 game rate was. You're just going to add it for a 17th week. That ain't cool. Now you start talking about 20 games. No. 20 games. We need to add more checks. We need to change that up a little bit more as well, man, because that's not cool. All right. I'm just telling you from my experiences, I don't agree with it. Maybe Fioku, he's super tough. All right. He is a tough dude. Man, he got size on him, man. So more power to him. But to me, I'm like, absolutely not, man. Heck no. I'm pissed that they even bumped it to 17 games. I'm like, yo, what you doing? 16 was perfect. Why you want to go to 17? And don't even think about 18. Don't even look at me, Roger. And you know I like you, Roger. I'm probably one of the few that really likes Roger Goodell, all right? But don't you think about it, man. Heck no, man. You can't, 18 games is crazy. Plus playoffs, heck no. 20 games, absolutely not. No, you lost your mind. All right? Sorry for me to go on that tangent like that right there, but it's just when I start thinking about playing that many games in the National Football League, man, regular season games, man, your body, man, my knees still be feeling sore sometimes. And I was in the 16 game era, all right? So, I'm just take it from a guy. All right? Just, please, don't do it, Fioku. Don't do it. But shout out to y'all. And yes, Freight K, I am alone with the Roger Goodell. I know. My relationship was a little bit different. Okay. It was a little bit different. So, everybody has their relationships with them. All right. I've been on a lot of good sides of the relationship. So it's just a different, different dynamic. Shout out to y'all though. All right. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, and shout out to Jay Farrell as well, man. Gifting an upper room membership, being an absolute rock star, paying it forward. I appreciate you for that. And to that individual, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. All righty. Oh, TCU. Okay, they didn't got it to a 2-point game. Okay. I said, man, it's hoops action tonight. All right. Got the TCU Texas women's basketball game rocking out right now. Of course I'm watching it. Of course. Okay. Gotta see what HVL do tonight. All right. Come on now. We gotta see who getting buckets tonight. Love basketball, man. Oh, this is my sport. All right. This is my sport. But let's get it. Oh, and shout out to Flowgrown 420. He says, what you think about Big Desmond Watson in round 6 or 7? All right. And shout out to you as well, man, for being in the show prep notes, man, because he actually was somebody I wanted to talk about today. Because, yeah, he was a little bit of the talk of the town, man, with his pro day results, man. So let me actually pull those up real quick, man. But yeah, big fella was showing off a little bit more athleticism than people kind of anticipated. And he's a mammoth in terms of his overall size. Was he 6'6", 464 pounds? But my man ran a 5'9", 40-yard dash. Yeah. He had, let's see, I want to say, was it 36 reps of 225? Yeah, 36 reps of 225, which would have been the most at the combine. Let's see. He also had, was it a 25-inch vertical jump? Like, big dude, athletic as heck, man. I'm not even gonna lie about it, man. Like, when I saw that, I was like, yo, I know you are massive, but dude, that athleticism is real. Now, what I will say is this. I do have a little bit of a unique experience with a teammate that was also very large, like Desmond Watson. His name was actually Michael Jasper. All right. Michael Jasper was with us up in Buffalo my second and third year up there. I want to say 2012. No, it was actually 2012, 2013 time frame. Right. And big Mike Jasper, man, shout out to him. He's actually coaching college football right now, man. But he was one of those dudes, man, was up 400. I think it was like 404, 410-ish. You know what I mean? 6'4", but athletic as heck, could dunk a basketball, man, could sprint, athletic, side to side, big body type stuff. But the problem was, in terms of with him, it was the conditioning element. And then obviously, just being able to do it every single time. At the higher level, man, the conditioning becomes a lot more prevalent. And that's typically why you don't see guys, tapping that 400 plus scale, because it's hard to keep those guys on the field. You know what I mean? You get to breathing heavy, and it's like, hey, bro, we be breathing heavy, and I'll play the games at 2:30 at times. I'll be like, hey, bro, hold on, man. Y'all got to chill. I'm about to have a heart attack, bro. So when you start talking about them big dudes, man, that's the part where it kind of hurts them. So now, even though they are massively strong and athletic, they struggle to maintain their, production, because once you get tired, you can't tell the difference between a guy that's tired and a guy that is lazy or doesn't know what to do, because they all look the same. They're just kind of in slow motion out there. And it's a bad feeling, man, when you are trying to catch your breath and you feel like you are sinking in the water. You're just like, oh my God, bro, I'm in the deep end of the pool. That's kind of what it feels like. So my thing is, I think Desmond Watson athletically brings a lot of excitement to the table. But me personally, I think he needs to, man, drop some of that up off of him, man. And I think it will improve his condition. And that would, I think, make him a lot more intriguing of a prospect. I don't know enough about him to know, body weight. But no, actually, I do. I think they said he got bigger every year at Florida. So that's the part that makes me kind of feel concerned. I'm like, yo, what was going on with you from just a dietary standpoint? Because I know the University of Florida, they don't spare an expense, man. Shout out to D.D. Smalls. He's a Gainesville guy, right? So I know he understands, man, that, yeah, just like I understand a lot of my dudes that I play professionally with, man, Florida, the University of Florida, man, that's one of the premier college football programs and has been for decades. You talk nutrition, man, shoot, I'm drinking Gatorade, man. Where y'all think that started at? Come on now. But when I see a dude like him just, getting bigger and bigger each year, I'm like, hey, bro, how did you get, like, what was going on? Is it a lazy thing? Is it a, you don't have discipline thing? Or is this just you naturally getting to that size? But as a whole, I'm like, yo, you got to get the conditioning right. Because otherwise, man, we don't fear big dudes, man. At this level, I'm like, man, I see the bigger the dude, you're like, hey, bro, he gonna get tired. I promise you I'm gonna gas him out, bro. And that's the problem, with a guy of that size. So that would be my take on him, man. But like I said, he does present a lot of intriguing stuff, though, man. When you 6'6", 460, and yeah, did I say right? 4'6"? Yeah. 6'6", 464. I mean, I shortchange you on them 4 pounds. I'm a sub 6 40-yard dash. Big fella could move. Shout out. All right. But shoot, man, he wasn't the only one who was cooking pro day wise, man. We also had Ashton Genty was out there, man. He looked good. His little pro day as well, man. Dropping off the way he was supposed to, man. Man, the way that they be talking about Ashton, I tell you what, Jay, they said, yeah, they would have paid top dollar for him back in the day in Alabama. I said, y'all out of pocket, man. Y'all got to stop this, man. All right. But the dude look good, though, man. In terms of you watch his footwork, man, his cuts getting in and out of her breaks. Obviously, he can catch the football, man, but look solid, look put together. Man, to me, I'm like, you checking all the boxes that you need to check off. I know TG has his doubts about him being a first rounder. And I think he started to change a little bit of that last time we talked. But to me, I'm like, man, that's a first round running back to me. If he's available and, we don't like the other options that are out there, I like that running back, man. I think that he could definitely help us out. I think he could be one of those game changer type of dudes, man. But we obviously have more pressing needs that we have to address, right? But to me, man, I was liking that, man. I thought that Ashton Jeanty, though, man, in terms of his pro day, it was like, yo, you start seeing, just like I said, man, dudes just continuing to look the part. Dudes continuing to just pass the eyeball test. Dudes continuing to show their value, show what they can bring to the table. And to me, man, I think he's one of those guys that continues to show that he is special. Whether you're passing it to him or handing off to him, running inside or outside, that's a productive player, man. And I just think, man, like I said, if he's available and we don't like the other options, because we know how we talk about some of these quarterbacks, and if it goes crazy like how some people projected it could go, where you get Cam Ward, Shador, and Jackson Dart going early, top 15 type, then it's like, yeah, we might really be sitting here with those conversations about, okay, he's here. That's Jeanty. That's Kenneth Grant right there. All right, that's Tetero McMillan. That's, you know what I mean? Like these, it's Samarion Hampton. Like, these are the conversations we're gonna be having. It's like, bro, we ain't gotta overthink that, man. Go get Jeanty. That's just how I'm on it, man. But we will see. We will see, man. But you already know the drill, man. Don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. All righty. Let me get the thing right. Actually, man, I gotta take me a little sip. I just had to get a little research in, man. Mouth let it dry. It be like that sometimes. But yeah, shout out to Pro Day season, man. Shout out to Pro Day season. Love seeing the Pro Day results out there, man. All righty. Oh, now I definitely remember what we had to talk about as well, man. And shout out to this one. But I heard there was some people playing catch out there at UCLA this weekend. Shout out to them boys who was playing catch out there, huh? A little throwing session going on. A little George Pickens, a little Aaron Rodgers, a little Aaron. Shh, tossing that pig skin around. Come on, baby. Beautiful thing to see, man. Beautiful thing to see for multiple reasons, man. Obviously, and we have a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack with this, man. But when we're talking about, just the GP and Aaron Rodgers throwing session, the reason why I like it is this, man. If there is potential that these guys are going to be a tandem, right? Because all signs are pointing, when you listen to how Coach Tomlin talks, even through the sweat, when you listen to, the Adam Schefters and the Ian Rappaports of the world, everything is kind of pointing to either Aaron Rodgers is going to retire or he is going to sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And if that is the case, then you would want, our future starting quarterback to have a rapport, a relationship, some type of connection with one of his premier wide receivers. And when we talk GP, we obviously know GP, man. This dude has had a little bit of a journey, right? And I think obviously we know his father kind of put that in the spotlight this weekend as well, man. I forgot who he was talking to in one of the interviews, but he brought up how, ultimately GP, it's like, shout out to his sanity due to the fact that he's had to play with, multiple different quarterbacks all within his first couple of years of development, and the negative impact that does have. And if you think about it, it is very valid. And I know that's something to myself that I'm always like, man, is super valid. But in the moment, you don't even think of it because we're just so results based, right? And that's the NFL, right? It's like, yo, man, what's happening right now, man? Are you scoring touchdowns? Are you a 1,000-yard receiver? Are you showing the best behavior? Is everything perfect right now? And you don't be thinking about, hey, bro, my man is on quarterback 4, quarterback 5 right now. The first 3 years, you're like, yeah, that is kind of crazy. I mean, when you do the checklist, let's my man he started out with Mitch. My man had Kenny. My man had Mason. Actually went back to Mitch, then went back to Kenny. Then he had Mason for a little bit. He had Fields, and my man had Russ. I'm like, yo, he do got a 5-piece. I was like, you know what? You might have a point there. You know what? Look, what they say, I can have my eyes open. All right. I was like, you know what? When you think about it, I even think from a personal standpoint, right? And yes, Calvin F. He did have Cal Allen for a snap as well. I forgot about that one. Shout out. Make it a 6-piece. All right, make it a 6-piece. But it was funny because for me, I say, I've always complained internally about how I had so many different position coaches in my career, especially in Buffalo. I was like, man, I had daggone 2 different position coaches my rookie year, 2 my second year, a different one my third year, and I had a whole new dude my 4th year. I'm like, yo, and I would complain internally about, man, I just wish I had the same voice. And that's why I loved coming to Pittsburgh, because it was the same voice, the same coach the whole time. From LeBeau, it went to Keith Butler. Keith Butler was my linebacker coach to my defensive coordinator. It was like, yo, consistency. And I remember how I felt confident, how it really helped me just get a lot better, right? But then when I started saying, when we started talking about GP, we don't even think about that. You're like, God dog, bro. So when I look at the fact that, yeah, man, he's the one that's, when I look at the fact that, he's one of those dudes that is trying to get connected, and excuse me on that one, and I did say GP in terms of him throwing with DK, or excuse me, with Aaron Rodgers, DK throwing with Rodgers, but GP is who I'm thinking of right now, just due to the fact of the amount of different quarterbacks that he has had to deal with, also pulling up into this Aaron Rodgers situation. To me, it's just like, man, I think that these are all things that are going to matter. These are all things that are going to be, super important in terms of him continuing to develop, right? We need to find somebody that can get some consistency with him. And if Rodgers is that type of dude, I like it. And obviously, man, when we're talking about DK, man, we already know, dude, whoever you can connect with, man, is DK Metcalf, man. Who doesn't he connect with? Who can't he ball out with? And that's the other part that I like about DK. And why I think for both of these dudes, man, we're going to be in a good situation. All right. So shout out to both of them dudes, man. Shout out. But let me pull something up real quick. But yeah, I said, man, whenever you get a little time to work with the guy ahead of time, if you could build that relationship ahead of time, if you could build that dynamic ahead of time, that foundation ahead of time, yo, let's do it, man. Let's do it. I know it's not a consensus of love surrounding my man, Aaron. I know this. But when you talk about what Rodgers brings to the table, it's like, yeah, that's playmaking. That's, a dynamite type talent there. Now, granted, it's not what it once was, but it's still nice. And that's the part where it's like, yeah, for the DKs and the GPs of the world, you need to get that thing rolling, man. Get that relationship, man. Get it going. And hopefully we get some more consistency out of just the position group as a whole, right? Because that is something that we have been kind of lacking, have been kind of struggling with. And we do got to improve upon that. And I think that, when you can get some stability at the most important position, that is, where you get that at. But we will obviously see how we feel about it. And like I said, this all could be a moot point if my man Aaron Rodgers just, says, all right, I'm headed with y'all, I'm going to go ahead and retire. Then it really doesn't matter one way or the other, right? But as it stands for right now, shout out to the receiver, DK getting ahead of it with my man Rodgers, and hopefully my man GP can find some stability at the QB position so my man can go ahead and ball out the way that he's supposed to be balling out and continue to, develop, because all of it is this. I mean, all of it is intertwined. All of it kind of goes together. Like I said, man, when you're talking about just how these things are happening, man, how these guys are trying to just build their foundation in the NFL. Stability matters, man. Consistency matters, man. And especially when you're talking about just the same message. And that's the one thing that we can't kind of lose sight of at time, solely because of how we're feeling in the moment about wanting a result. So that's what I will have to say about that. But you already know the drill, man. Don't forget to hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Oh, and yeah. I see how y'all talking about it. Let's see. Oh, and shout out to Let's Go UW as well, man. I didn't see you pull up with another super chat. Shout out to the super chat. All right, let me get a little drink. All right, he says, can someone explain? Oh, who? Get the chat back. Hold on. There we go. Sometimes, man, the computer be jumping on me. But he says, can someone explain where the hype for Tyler Shuck is coming from? Because I don't see it. He's a worse prospect than Kenny Pickett was, in my opinion. Oh man, let's go UW. You know you're gonna get in trouble for that. Come on now. You know it's that time of year. We're all quarterbacks. You just talk about them. You keep talking about them. You look at enough tape. You keep talking about them. You look at them enough. They magically become better. You know that. And then you start thinking less and less about results and more about just look at this, look at that. So that is ultimately how my man Tyler has, started to shoot up. But as a whole, though, man, I will say this, man. Tyler is a productive player. He throws the ball really well. And he does some things that for the quarterback, like guys, the gurus, they like some of the traits. To me, I'm not all the way there. I'm like, man, I felt like if it was like that, I would have known about it being, like that a little bit earlier. When it have to be, during this time of year where you just, kind of bored and you making it up in your head, like, oh, I think he could be a guy. Yeah, he could definitely be a guy. Yeah, I love him now. You be like, hold on, bro. Let's not do that. But we do it every year. You know this. Every single year, they fall in love with different quarterbacks. Every single year, they start saying, this could be the guy that can come in here and change your franchise. This could be the guy that can come in here, man. If he can make this throw that we saw him make one time out of every 10 throws, but if he can do it every time now, oh, man, this could be a guy. And it's like, yeah, I mean, in theory, it could be the guy, yes. But, percentages show that, yeah, it's just not likely that this guy will be the guy. And that's the reality of it. But for some reason, we do it every single year. And that's why quarterbacks get drafted as high as they get drafted every single year, because it's the hope that this guy is going to change my franchise. This is going to be the guy that is going to deliver. He is my Tom Brady. He's my Brock Purdy. Oh, I've got him. Or this is my Ben Roethlisberger. This is my Peyton Manning. This is my Aaron Rodgers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always that's what the hunt is. And yeah, people just, go crazy and talk about him and talk about him and talk about him this time of year. And then when, the season starts, we look and they're like, yeah, what's going on? And we're like, oh, y'all talked about him like that. And then he turns into Will Levis. And he's like, you know how it goes, man. Shout out to Will. But that's how it is, man. So that's what I would say, man, in terms of Tyler. But we will see, man. And I will say anybody can develop. And development, it isn't always linear, but some dudes take longer to develop than others. All right. And unfortunately for the NFL, you don't usually have a lot of time to develop. So we're not saying that these guys aren't capable of, playing at this level or aren't capable of developing into the best versions of themselves. But what I do have my concerns about is how long it's going to take for those guys to develop into that version. Because like I said, the longer it takes, the more losses you're experiencing, the more turnover on your roster you're experiencing, the more turnover on your coaching staff you're experiencing. And at some point, something has to give. And that's why you typically see coaches or teams move on from some of these players, a little bit sooner than, later, because it's like, hey, man, we ain't got time to wait. If it doesn't look promising, all right, we're going to shopping. And if your feelings get hurt by us going shopping, y'all know how that plays out as well. We're going to send you up out of here. All right. So that's, how we looking at it right now. So we will see. We will see. And I do agree, Bus. Now, this D tackle class is most definitely loaded, very similar to the running back class. Multiple options, multiple styles, whether you want the big bodies, whether you want, when I say big bodies, them Kenneth Grants, the Mason Grahams, or if you want some of them lean things, man, they can get activated in the pass rush game, the Derek Harmers of the world, the Talik Williams of the world, or you might want a little Walter Nolan, man, depending on who you like and stuff like that. And we obviously know we feel about the running backs, from the Gentees to the Marion Hamptons. Come on, man, to the Travion Hendersons and the Quinshawn Junkins and the day going, what's my man Caleb Johnsons of the world. All right. So there's plenty of options out there. Plenty of options, man. So I do agree. And hopefully y'all are enjoying the show tonight. And if you are, don't forget to hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Dang, Texas went on a little bit of a run right there. Yeah, 42-33 right now. Come on now. Let's go, TC. Y'all need a little comeback action. Jeez. All right. What's good? Oh, Horned Frogs. Yeah. Shout out. All right. Let's get it. What's the next topic we're going to get into today? About to say before the homie TG hit us up too, guys. I got to hit the homie TG up. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Man, the NFL getting on people again, huh? Shout out to the NFL, man. Them boys said, look, man, we done caught on to y'all. All right, we ain't going for this no more. All right, we tired of y'all playing in our faces. All right, we ending it. Ain't no more of this gang stuff. No more of this nose wipe stuff. They done banned the nose wipe celebration. Oh, man. Insane. But shout out to the NFL, man. So let me make sure I read this officially in terms of how they worded this thing, all right? Because the NFL, you know, yeah, nose wipe celebrations. Shout out to the nose wipe celebration, or what they call it, the CD Lamb celebration. I mean, shout out to CD Lamb, man. You know, he has made it super popular the way he's been doing it with the Dallas Cowboys. But according to the NFL rule, okay, Rule 12, Section 3, Article 1D, as one of the gestures that will be prohibited from making during games going forward is the nose wipe celebration. They're calling it, you know, it falls under the category of any violent gesture, which shall include, but not be limited to, a throat slash, simulating firing or brandishing a gun. Oh, man, that's what they saying. The nose wipe goes in that category, or any sexually suggestive or offensive, demonstrations as well. Yeah, it will be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, man. All right, so yikes. Shout out to the No Fun League, the National Football League, man. They said, no, you gotta stop it, man. They gotta stop it. DC 53, please don't do that. DC 53 said, y'all already know GP gonna do it game winning. You know he gonna say, I ain't know I couldn't do that no more, bro. Y'all tell me I couldn't do that. I ain't know that was a rule. You know he gonna say he knows the rule. So please, if y'all see GP, just let him know ahead of time. Yo, don't do it. All right, no nose wipe. It's a rule. Okay, but yeah, man. It's funny. Just like I said, if you know what it's initially from foundationally, it is funny to see that it was even allowed in the first place. But, you know, shout out to it having its run. You know, a lot of people did it. A lot of people enjoyed it. It was pretty cool to see. It felt good to me. All right. Felt good to see. I was like, yo, I believe that. I believe that. But the NFL, no. They said, we done with it. So no more nose wipe celebration. And the fact they called it nose wipe celebration was also funny too. I'm like, yo, nose wipe. That's what we doing now. But such is life. Such is life. Hopefully we don't have any other celebrations being banned. I do see where they have proposed some other, bans, and they're getting a little bit of traction. The tush push, that's been popping up, and the coaches are down there for the owners meetings right now. So we will see how that goes. But yeah, the tush push, man, people started to talk a little bit more about it. We obviously, I think it was Detroit that initially brought up the ban. And then I think Buffalo Bills coach Sean McDermott, he was even talking about it. He was saying that from a player health and safety standpoint, some they think that, should be banned. I'm like, man, all right. Look like y'all about to really try to do that thing, huh? Y'all really going to try to get the tush push up out of here. Now, y'all know, after talking with TG, he convinced me it is what it is. Hey, defense got to get something back. All right, let us get something. So if that is the case, I get it. But man, just like, yo, I want to see somebody learn how to stop it. I want to see somebody stop the tush push, man. But we will see. We will see. But yeah, we got some action going on, man, down there with the owners meetings, man. So we're going to find out what goes on. But as of right now, no more nose wipe celebrations. All right. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Please don't have any of our guys in the black and gold doing said celebration, especially after a big game, because that's going to really hurt our feelings. And we're going to feel some type of way about that one. All righty. And like I said, man, if y'all are digging it, man, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Oh, and shout out to the homie AJ Martinez. Pulled up for the party and showing major love. Spreading the wealth. Gifting 5 upper room memberships. Man, shout out to you being a rock star at life, AJ. You know how you do. And to those 5 individuals, welcome to the Boom. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's get it. Let's get it. And Juice Bellamy says it was Green Bay Moats for the band. Sorry, Ben MIA. Good call. Good call. Yes, good call. Green Bay, not Detroit. I'm tripping on that. Detroit. I forgot. Detroit. They were banning the. It was the. It wasn't like the automatic first down. It was. I want to say something with pass interference. They had the IR move. That was the Lions. The Lions are trying to have the one IR player not count against the 90-man roster. We call the Aiden Hutchinson because he obviously got the rehab, broke leg and stuff. That's what it is. But yes, you're definitely right. It was Green Bay. Green Bay definitely was the ones who brought it up, but Sean McDermott also piggybacked it, and that recently came out, like I said, about the player health and safety element of it. So we will see. But yeah. Shoot, if anything, you would have thought Washington would have been the ones, man, the way that situation played out in the NFC Championship game with the referees telling them that, I have to daggone award them a touchdown if you keep doing this. I'm like, no, the heck you won't. No, you won't. I dare you. I double dare you. I'm going to have to see this one. Heck yeah. So I would have thought that they would have been the ones to, have that grievance. But shout out to Green Bay, man. We're going to see how this plays out, though. We for certain will see. But yeah, man, some of these rules that they're trying to get changed up, I'm like, all right, okay. I hope I would like for some more defensive oriented rules to be popping up, but you know how that goes. So yeah, man. DC53 said they're gonna take the seatbelt celebration next. Man, you can't. The seatbelt celebration is so hard when I be seeing it's so hard. It's to the point where all the little kids be doing it. Anytime my little son, man, we be out there playing the 7-on-7 and playing a little flag football, man, he gets I'm like, bro, y'all do it so aggressively. So beautiful. I love it. So shout out, man. Shout out to them dudes, man. But yeah, hopefully that celebration doesn't get banned. And that shouldn't get banned, all right? You know the ones that's getting banned, man. It's the ones where, hey, man, y'all got some gangster around you, all right? If it's some gangster on your celebration, you can't do the celebration, all right? It's a simple rule. It's a simple rule, okay? All righty. And let me get to this next one too, man, because shout out to them UFL boys, man. Y'all know, obviously, man, I was talking with TG about the UFL having its opening weekend. Was that Thursday or when we had, no, actually it was Wednesday, when we talked. Me and him talked again on Thursday, but it wasn't on, on the jam. So shout out to y'all, all right? But, it was a little bit of a vibe out there. Anytime we get a little football action, I got to tap in, got to tune in, man, and especially during this time of year where we be going crazy because it's like, I'm tired of watching this film on, this kid and that kid and talking about him. Actually, it's kind of fun stuff. I ain't gonna hold you. It's definitely fun. But it's cool to see some actual live games going on right now, all right? So I had my little UFL opening weekend TV popping off. I was watching them games, man, and some of them Steelers was out there. Shout out to the Pittsburgh Steelers boys that was out there playing, man, making some noise out there, all right? I seen the Travis Feeney sighting. Anthony McFarland was out there cutting up a little bit. Kalen Ballage. Shout out to Kalen Ballage, man. 77-yard tutty bird. UFL record. Longest touchdown run. Definitely love that. I was like, yo, you look good, man. Hey, don't mess around and get yourself a job again now. Don't mess around and get yourself a job back in this here NFL again, man. But it was dope, though. It was pretty cool, man. Deion Kane out there making some noise, man. It was a lot of dudes, man. A lot of them former black and gold guys out there showing they still got some talent, man. Showing that they can make some noise out there, man. And, I'm a big fan of the UFL just in the sense of what it represents, what it gives in terms of opportunities, man. Allowing them dudes, man, a platform, somewhere to play where they can get film, play on national television, man, compete versus some of the dope dudes that are still out there that aren't at the NFL level just, at this stage right now. To me, man, it was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool. But I was like, yo, shout out to Kalen Ballage, though, man. I said, bro, if you going to play, man, you better play. If you going to run, man, you better tote that. Had me on here if think I could run like that. And I was like, oh, no, I'm washed. Let me sit back down. I ain't washed with them all, But I was like, yo, UFL, they had some dudes, though, bro. They had some dudes, man. I like it. And shoot, man, who was the other dude I was watching? It was the quarterback, man. Oh, my goodness. I thought my man from TCU was going to play, but the dude in front of him was too nice. I say, yo, All right, shout out to the surprise. All right. But I like it though, man. UFL definitely got some ballers out there though, man. So like I said, if y'all just be bored on the weekends, man, they was out there. I think they was playing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm like, yo, if you get bored, just tap into one of them games. I think my gym was on Fox. It's like, yo, it's a good little production, right? I like what they're doing right now. I like what they're doing. All right, so shout out to them boys over there in the UFL. All righty. Let me give you another little sip too, man. About to hit the homie TG in a few. Actually, let me text him ahead of time because y'all know how the homie get. Be in his joint, be like, yo, you good to go? Oh, man, shoot, I forgot, bro. I'm on the way, though. There it is. Alrighty. And let's get this one real quick, man. While we got some time in the building, let's talk about this one. Cause man, there was actually an article, man, that had dropped over the weekend. They were talking about, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, some of the best first round targets, right? Or first round targets for the Steelers in this upcoming draft. And the three dudes that they actually brought up were three dudes that we've obviously talked about before. But at pick 21, they were saying, man, Jackson Dart, Amarion Hampton, or Kenneth Grant. And I'm like, man, that's an interesting trio, right? Could go quarterback, Jackson Dart, running back, Amarion Hampton, or nose tackle / D tackle, Kenneth Grant. Now, all three of those dudes present interesting things, right? Quarterback, because you need a quarterback. We still don't have a quarterback outside of Mason. It's Skylar Thompson. You know, we still feel like we want to add something to that group. And even Omar Khan said he wants to carry 4 into training camp. So we clearly got to add some to that room. So quarterback is obviously something to be considered. But then you talk Amarion Hampton. Now, Amarion Hampton, running back, right? We need that big body, that bruiser, that thumper, that guy that can ultimately replace Najee Harris, but give me a little bit of speed, a little bit of juice on the back end. And we know that's what Amarion Hampton brings. That's why I'm a big fan of his game. But then we start talking about that true nose tackle, the big body day. We ain't had one of them since Casey Hampton, right? Actually, shout out to Big Steve McClendon. Respect. But Kenneth Grant, though, is like, man, that's what that is. That's what he answers. But there is some questions about, is he just a 2-down player? Or is he one of those guys that can be every situation, run downs or obvious pass situations? Can he be a guy that can still be out there? So teams can't minimize his impact. And that's one of the things that we know Coach Tomlin has spoken on before in terms of what he likes about interior D linemen, especially guys he's going to take early. He wants positional flexible guys or personnel flexible, right? Guys that can play base, they can play nickel, they can play dime. The more you can do, the longer you can stay out there, the more valuable of an asset you are. And if we're going to be drafting you early, we want that. We want, that guy that can give us all of that. But that's some of the questions when you're talking about Kenneth Grant. Is he one of those guys? Because you look at some of the people out there, they feel like he's not that. And then obviously you got some people that think he can, be one of those guys. Me personally, I think that he's a productive player. And I think that what he brings in terms of how high level he is as a true nose tackle, I think is very intriguing and worth the conversation at 21. But I also wish I could, be a fly on the wall when Coach Tomlin is in his meeting rooms and they're talking about him in the sense of, do they think he can actually evolve and do, some of that pass rush stuff? Can you keep him out there, or does he have to come off the field every time, or a team's going to be able to say, we're going to play sub package and just keep him on the sideline because he can't play out here as a 3 technique or a 1. He has to be a true nose. Those are, some of the things that I would like to hear Coach Tomlin's opinion on. But to me, man, I think what he brings against the run is definitely worth the consideration. And I also think of how we have smaller linebackers, right? Now, obviously, Malik Harrison, we just brought him in. He's a little bit of a thumper. Think more of the Landon Roberts type. But Peyton Wilson, Patrick Queen, those are smaller guys. Those are speedier guys. I want to keep them clean. Big body nose tackle Kenneth Grant can do that. And I think he can do that very consistently, do it at a high level. But that's, some of the things that I'm thinking about when I think of Kenneth Grant. So I'm like with the Marion Hampton, I'm like, yo, I've been preaching, all right, man, if that's available, go get that. Because to me personally, I think Jackson Dart, the way they keep talking about him, he's going to be going in the top 15. If he's gone that soon, then yeah, Marion Hampton looks really good to me. You already know how I spoke on Ashton Genty earlier. If Genty were to fall and he's at 21, I'm like, get Genty. I just don't think he's going to fall that far. I don't shy away from the first round running back because I still feel like we have everything in place minus the quarterback. So if I have QB taken care of in the sense of if it is going to be Aaron Rodgers, great. But if not, in Jackson Dart, who we're saying is the third guy of the top quarterbacks right now, is gone. Who am I taking at 21 at quarterback, or what other position am I taking just for the simple sake of value? To me, I don't care about the value as much as I care about, can this guy come in here and actually play? Can he actually produce? Because what good does it do me if I'm supposed to get more value from this position, but this player isn't good enough to get a second contract? So yeah, I drafted a more, realistic long-term value position, but this player isn't as good as this player right here. And this dude isn't going to have the same impact, nor is he going to be here long enough to get that second contract. Whereas we know this dude is nice. Yeah, there is risk with playing running back. There's risk with playing all these positions. But if he can ball, he can ball. And to me, that's just kind of how I look at it with the way that our roster is currently constructed. If we had more holes other places, I think it would be a different conversation for me. We don't, though. It's like, what other position group am I saying we got to get in the first round right now? We're saying D-line, nose tackle. You really want to draft a nose tackle in round one? Give me a running back over a nose tackle any day in round one. In terms of if it's Genty or Marion Hampton, let me say that. Gotta be more specific about it. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm thinking of. So it's like, if not that, then what position group am I talking? I can draft a wide receiver in the first round, but realistically, what is that first round wide receiver being drafted to do right now? He's extra luxury. We still got a Roman Wilson coming back. We got a Calvin Austin here. We got a DK. We got a GP. We already crowded over there, man. I could draft a corner, but it's like I got a JPJ. I got a daggone Slay. Shout out to Darius Slay. I got a Corey Trice. I got a Beanie Bishop, right? I got pieces. I got some stuff that I feel good about, man. And then obviously in the secondary, shoot, we got Minka back there, Deshaun Elliott back there. Come on now. I mean, low keto. Shout out to Kevin Winston Jr. All right, little KJ. Penn State safety. Had his little pro day out here, man. 4.4, 4.5, even range. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's 5 months removed from the ACL, man. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, if you want a little late round sleeper, just add that to the room. All right. But once again, who am I taking at 21? Like, I feel good about the roster. I feel good about all these pieces that we have right now. So that's why, for me, I'm not tripping if the running back is the best player available at that time. If he's the best player, man, go get the best player. Don't overthink it. To me, don't overthink it. Ooh, now Bustin says he would go corner at 21. He says he likes Barron. All right, and hey, if you would go corner, I'm not tripping on that. I just think that, once again, it's like if I'm taking the guy at 21 and I already got a JPJ and I already have a Darius Slay, where am I putting him at? You know what I mean? Like, who's coming off? I got Beanie in the slot right now. Who's coming off right now? You know what I mean? Corey Trice, like, I think he could push him, he could compete with him, but that's, kind of why I'm at with it. I'm like, I don't hate it, man. He's a heck of a player, and there's nothing wrong with getting just another dope player and adding into the room and saying, all right, man, sit here, learn from these guys that are in front of you. Darius Slay is a 1-year guy. He'll be gone. Then after that, we turn it over to you. That's fine. But once again, if I'm taking him at 21, it's like, yo, I want you playing. I want you out there. So once again, it's like, that's just kind of how I think of it a little bit. And Bust Out, I get it, man. On paper, yeah, you feel he's better than Beanie. I just need to see it at the NFL level, man. A lot of dudes ball out in college, man. I've seen Beanie make plays in the National Football League. That's all. You know what I mean? So once he comes up and he makes those plays, man, heck yeah, man. I ain't tripping on it at all, but I just need to see it. Just at least one game. Just listen to me one game. Just all. Because you know how the league is, man. All right. Some of these dudes be looking nice in college. They get to the leagues. You like, hey, bro. Ah. But I've seen Beanie. Beanie got tape. Beanie got picks versus Aaron Rodgers. Beanie got picks versus some NFL quarterback. Beanie made plays in the NFL, man. For a whole season, Beanie was our guy. So that's all. You know what I mean? But shout out to him, though, man. Shout out to him. All righty. Man, I didn't crush this Gatorade. It was pretty fire. That was the orange flavor tonight. All right. Let's see. Oh, shout out to Tons of Fun paying it forward. Being an absolute rock star at life. You know, I definitely appreciate you on that. And to the individual that you just gifted a membership to, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's get it. All righty. And then it looks like you spun the block. Dropped the super chat in here as well, man. So shout out to you, Tons of Fun. He says, imagine having both DK Metcalf and George Pickens, but only running the ball because of Mason, all while not having a RB1 and a young / questionable offensive line. Hey, man, you got to listen to Coach Tomlin. Coach Tomlin already said, hey, you got to get comfortable, being uncomfortable this time of year. You're building your roster up, man. It's a fluid process. You're going to feel some urgency. You're also going to feel some But he says a part of it, man. So what you're feeling right now is valid. You should feel that concern. That means you care about it, okay? But when the time comes, we will know. We'll have clarity, man. And if it is Mason, I'm interested to see what Mason looks like with a full offseason of support, because that's what it will be if we know that it's not Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers retires, if Aaron Rodgers says he's not coming here, cool. You're going to draft a quarterback at 21, or you might trade up and draft the quarterback. And from there, that rookie and Mason Rudolph are going to come in here and compete, and may the best man win. And then after that, we're going to formulate a plan that highlights their strengths and minimize their weaknesses. There is no fault in that. There is no fault in saying, hey, we're going to run this football and make that team put that safety out make that safety come down here in the box, because you're going to get too high. You got to get a too high look. Why? Because Mason Rudolph, even at this level, has proven that he can even hit the downfield throw. That was the whole 4-game stretch at the end of it, right? He can win one. If it's DK and GP getting one-on-one coverage on the perimeter, yeah, he's going to be able to hit those type of throws. Now, the question is, can he operate the offense? Can he do all the other stuff? Can he make good decisions before we get to that particular throw? That's the question, right? And then can he repeat process, do it week to week to week to week to week? But as a whole, it's like, man, when we get to that stage, we will have a whole different mindset. We're going to see what them draft picks look like. We'll see what other free agent acquisitions we would have picked up. Because once again, if you don't go Rodgers, you still got to spend some money here. So it's like, all right, what we going to do with it? Who pulling up, man? There's still something out there, and there are still pieces out there, and that's the other part. There's still some Amari Coopers out there. There's some names just floating around. I'm like, hey, all right, if we got to go with this quarterback, there's some talent. I can still pick some pieces up, put them around, All right, and that's how you feel like you on an all-star team. I get a Brock Purdy car, right? Brock Purdy was over that joint. He had Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel. My man had Greg Jennings, Kyle Juszczyk, McCaffrey. I said, God, dog, what's dang on? You ain't got to crash this one. It's pretty easy here, man. And not taking anything away from him. But that's the approach that I would have. I would want to overload Mason with talent. Why can't I do that? So as it stands right now, sure, there are some questions, some big questions, but we're still in the heart of creating the roster. So that's why he, in terms of Coach Tomlin did say what he said about being uncomfortable and, being fine with being uncomfortable right now. Because, yeah, this is a part of it, man, but they out there, they on the search, they on the grind, and they all are saying the things that we like to hear in the sense of quarterback, the urgency, trying to figure out the answers there. We know that, he was kind of, in terms of Coach Tomlin, kind of alluding to maybe knowing more about Aaron Rodgers and feeling a little bit more confident about when we could be getting a decision. But he also was media savvy and did not give us any definitive, yeah, I know he's coming here. Yeah, I know he's going to sign on this date. He just kind of gave you the, that's between me and Aaron. It's like, all right, respect. So that's why for me, man, I'm like, I can have some patience. Regardless of Rodgers signs here or not, I think the only thing that shifts is if we know before the draft that he's not signing, you're going to draft a quarterback in round 1. I think if he does sign here, we know he's going to sign prior to the draft, then you're going to probably just go best player available at pick 21. That's kind of how I see it right now, but we will see. We will see, baby. All right. Let me check the celly too, man. All right. Like I said, I know my dog on the grind because them boys right in the heart of it. Spring ball popping off. I know y'all seen my dog though, TG, man. He had a little interview and everything out there on YouTube. I said, yo, TG, man, you supposed to only talk to me, bro. That's crazy. You know, I'm going to have to call him out for that, man. Doing a leg on interview. Like he big time. I mean, he is pretty big time, though. Definitely pretty big time. But shout out to my dog in there, man. All right. So let me see when he hit me back real quick. All right. Tam Beckley. Shout out to you, Tam Beckley. Appreciate you being here tonight as well. And Tam says, hey, Moats, what up? Is there something about changing playoffs? Like, not every East, West, North, South best team, just best overall. Yes, that's the other thing that they were trying to propose in terms of potential changes, man. I was glad to hear Coach Tommy. He actually spoke on that. But yeah, I forgot what team it was. That's not Vikings. It was somebody NFC North. I want to say though that I had brought it up, where basically they were saying that they want to get rid of the division winners hosting playoff games mandatorily. They want to make it where it is based off of your overall record. So that way you don't have a team that isn't, the team with the better record hosting. They don't want to see that Saints team that had to go on the road and play Seattle where you had the Beastquake, Marshawn Lynch, right? They don't want to see, those scenarios where I think it was Tennessee. I think they had another one with Mariota maybe where they got in as a losing record, but then, ultimately had some weird stuff happen, man. Oh, shout out to the Lions. All right. I'm about to say, I knew it was one of them teams in the NFC North, man. And that was the funny part because it was like Detroit. Y'all, it didn't even hurt y'all. It hurt the Vikings. They should have been the ones promoting it, man, or proposing it. But with that, though, it's just like, man, you do lose the importance of the division. I think that's the one thing that separates the NFL from college football, and that's one of the things that I love. It's less about style points. It's less about the feel and who cares about, that win counts more than this win. No, the heck it doesn't. I won these games. I won my conference. I guaranteed to get this spot. I got a home game. Deal with it. Because otherwise you deal with what you're seeing even right now with the college football playoff, even with the expanded role. It's like, is this team's 10 wins better than that team's 10 wins? Well, or no, is this team's 10 wins better than that team's 7 wins? Or is this team's, 12 wins, but 2 losses better than this team with 9 wins and no? It's like, bro, man, did you win your joint? All right, cool. Put them in there. Let them host. Let's get it going. That's what the NFL has done. And that's one of the things that, to me, I'm a purist of. I love that mindset. I love the fact that it's simple. Win your division, bro, you got your spot. All right, we ain't doing style points. We're not doing, did this make the committee feel good or not? I don't want to hear none of that. Did you win? All right, cool. How many did you get? Stack them up. All right, let's roll. So I think it does also bring more meaning to the division games. If it's less about, me winning my division, why the heck does division game matter? Don't play them twice a year no more. Who cares, man? Shoot. Why we wasting our time with y'all? Let me go play all these other teams, man. Let's play it like that, right? But to me, I just think that, man, the way that we've done it, the way that we've created some of these division rivalries as well, they matter more. And they should matter more. from a proximity standpoint, we know that. From a familiarity, we understand that. And then obviously when you talk about playing the same teams twice a year, man, after a while, you like, bro, it's certain dudes, man, after being in the division for 4 years, you knew these dudes, man. You're like, yep, I can't stand him. I can't stand that about him. I know he gonna do this, and I can't stand when he walk like that. And if he look like this, I want to smack him. Like, that's how it is sometimes. But you lose that a little bit, man, when you lose the whole, division. Let's get it, man. Like, I need that. I like that, man. So please don't change that. So shout out to the fact that I think it was Coach Thomas. Like I said, he was definitely on record saying he's a division purist. So I do like that, man. Because, I don't want them to change that. I keep the division popping, man. Make division still great, all right? Keep the divisions great. Let's get it. Let's get it. All righty. All right. Oh, it looks like the homie TG. He's sending me a text. All right. Y'all hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe while I check to see if the homie's about ready. Okay. All right. All right. My dog said he's ready to roll. Love when the homie say he ready to roll. You know that. Gotta have a good time. Let's get it. Oh. Hey, Kenneth Mose, what you over there talking about some UNC men's basketball team, man? Hey, I ain't trying to hear none of that, all right? But I do get what you're saying in terms of why they were able to get in. Shout out to them style points, man. Shout out to the committees, right? Committees. And that's why West Virginia ain't get in, huh? But that's also why Duke doing what they doing too, though. So shout out to them Blue Devils. If you know, you know. All righty. But I was about to call the wrong person, too. That would have been funny. That would have been like, what you doing? Wilding. Living my best life with the gang and them. Having some fun, trying not to get fined for doing the nose wipe. You know what I'm saying? All righty. Boom. There we go. And don't forget to hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you're new to the channel. You know I'm joined right now by that man. What up, though? Is that him? I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. It's loud over there. Shout out to my dog, though. Shout out to my dog.
What's up?
Man, look, man, let me drop the intro because you all the way big time. You know this. But let me go ahead and say it. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are joined right now by that one and only Pittsburgh Steelers alum. I'm talking about that West Virginia, the Mountain Mama. You know that WVU alum? Yeah, I'm talking about that guy too. They say it's almost heaven there.
Almost heaven.
But he this is my former locker mate, one half of the locker mates. And I mean, you catch him anywhere right now. The way Norfolk State popping off, you know that Norfolk State, that green and gold, that behold the green and gold. You know, everybody know about Mike Vick, the head coach, but let me tell you about the defensive coordinator, the guy that he appointed and said, here, you take the sticks. Yeah, I'm talking about Terence Garvin, a.k.a. TG. Oh, my God. Barely out. Always we. Barely out. Always we. And stay off that man's furniture, whatever you do. Hey, yo, you funny. Shout out to my dog.
We don't come in your house and put our feet on your furniture. Don't put
Shout
your feet
out.
on the furniture.
Shout out to my dog. Bro, when I see that, I almost spit my daggone drink out. It's too weird. I say, yo, shout out to TG, man. I love it. Love my dog, man.
You already know.
Bro,
you already know. Come on, details.
You looking big. Hey, yo.
Details,
you
man.
Big time, bro. That's what I'm saying. You big time now, bro. Hey, look. My man had the camera following him around. Look, bro, the amount of Norfolk State drip. I'm like, bro, he got the different sleeve combo with this one. I said, this the solid color this way here. That's the two-tone. And I peeped the shoes too. I said, he done got brand new. He wearing colorful shoes down there. I said, them colorful ones. Dang.
Shout out Ray, man. You know the equipment managers, worldwide.
Gotta lock in with equipment managers if you know, you know.
You know it's tough worldwide. It's tough. You know.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, I took my first moment in Pitt. You never forget. I'll never forget. I went in there. I asked him for some tights. I'm like, hey man, I need some tights, you know. He said he looked at that list. He said, hey man, you're here for 3 days. You're good.
You're
Just go to
good.
practice, man. Let's get to it.
Don't worry about the taste, bro. That's
Yeah,
the least of your problems right now. All
that's the
right.
last thing you need to be worried about right now. So
But
it's like,
yeah.
it's forever hostile, so it's love. Get a shirt or some shorts, some
Hey,
nice
look, bro.
shoes. So, all right.
The way you was putting it on out there, I was like, yo, man, shout out to my dog right there, man. I said, yo, he just looks so good. He just looked like a defensive coordinator. The way you be walking, you just walk like a defensive coordinator. I'm just throwing it out there, all right? So keep doing what you're doing, man. And then you had your big boy interview too, man. I said, boy, that's you had a feature joint, bro. You're doing like 10 minutes long, bro. I'm watching your vid, man. Wifey was like, yo, he's still talking. I said, yeah, but he big time. It sounds like it's a crowd of people around him right now. All right. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog, man. But we had some dudes throwing this weekend, man. Shout out to
Did you see
you see the connection, huh?
You know I was gonna say something to you. Did you see it? You know.
Hey, they throwing out here. Them boys
Hey,
out there.
Summertime. Let's get together in Cali.
Hey.
How's Cali? Let's get together in Cali. Let's
Shout out to
energy.
the UCLA throwing session.
always a nice spot to go.
DKAA run. Yeah. Talk to me, man. How'd you feel seeing what you seen? What it looked like to you?
It looked good, you know. It looked good. It looked like, hey, how's that back shoulder? Where you? Okay, you like it right there. Nice. Okay.
How
Hey,
you
let
like
me
that?
see how you run your post. Okay, you break right here. I like to put it right here.
Okay.
Can you go get that?
Okay. That ain't too far. You can go get. Okay, bet. Okay.
Hey, if I look here first, come back here. Because it's not like we gotta call it something. Let's call this. Yeah.
You see it. You see it.
If you know, you know.
Hey, I was liking that. I said, okay, go ahead, get ahead of the curve, man. Go ahead. Just get it out there. Just throw it in the ether. Okay.
Come on, man. It's on. You can see it coming.
You know what it is. You know what it is, bro.
It's on.
You know what it is, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot. Even with Coach Tomlin, man, I don't know if you seen the video of him down at the owners' meeting. My man was sweating his tail off too. Holy smokes! But but my man, he looked real chill when they was asking about Aaron Rodgers. He kind of gave a little smirk, like, hey, it's between me and him. But we had some talks. We feeling good. I'm like, all right now. I'm like, okay now, okay, here we go now. Don't play now. Don't play.
Don't panic.
Yeah. So definitely digging that, man. Did want to also follow up though, because speaking of wide receivers, man, and obviously another dude that's going to be impacted by Aaron Rodgers, GP. All right, I don't know if you guys saw, man. Pops, shout out to OG GP, big GP. But he had I forgot who he was talking to or did some type of interview where he followed up with this tweet where he said basically GP has had to play with, was it 5 different quarterbacks in his first, 3 years, and, God bless him for his sanity, right? And, I've been one of the dudes, man, we've all kind of talked about, some of the negative things that GP has done along with some of the positive, but we definitely overlook the amount of quarterbacks that my man has had to work with in such a short span of time. And when we think about it just from our perspective as linebackers, imagine if we had, different voices or different players that we're having to play next to each and every season. It's like, man, you want to get some comfort. You want to get some familiarity. You want to build some type of rapport. And when you think about the different styles of a Mitch Trubisky to a Kenny Pickett to a Mason Rudolph to a Justin Fields to a Russell Wilson, it's like, yeah, you might be onto something right there. So I wanted to see how you felt about that, though, man, because it definitely had me sitting back like, you know what? I might, you might be onto something right there. You might have a point right there. I can definitely see that. I can see that.
I can see that. I mean, I think is never seek comfort. Never seek comfort. It is what it is, and it's like make it work, But at the same time, that is a lot of quarterbacks.
Because making it work and acknowledging the situation, both things can be true,
I respect it. Like, because he has had to deal with different quarterbacks. He hasn't got to do that all season truly. Like, these are my guys.
Yeah.
Every year we got Like the Ben and AB knew they knew each other.
Come
What we was
on,
thinking.
man. Wi-Fi lit. You
Come
know what
on.
time it is,
You
fam.
know
You know what time it is, man.
You know, Devontae and
And
Aaron,
Rodgers, yeah.
they know each other.
Mr.
You
Back
know,
Shoulder. You know what time it is, man.
like it's been a lot of
Shoot, even when
that
it was
connection is
Breeze
always
and
different.
Michael Thomas. Come
We
on,
knew each
man.
other.
You was seeing it, fam.
You know,
Slant guy. You know what time it is. Yeah.
Usually everybody got a guy.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like he hasn't had his
Shoot, Russ and
guy to
DK.
be his guy. You know,
All these dudes had a guy. You right. All these dudes
I
had a
think
guy.
that's definitely. I think you got to respect it. It's a true statement.
Yeah.
A true statement.
I will say I do like the fact that it wasn't GP directly saying it either. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
Granted, it's from his camp, but he didn't say. You know what I mean? It's like
for sure.
It does hit different when it doesn't have to come directly from him. And shout out to his pops. You know what I mean? If pops wanted to get the message out there, and that was what the intent was, I mean, this is the best way to do it because it does kind of protect it while still it does make you acknowledge it. Whereas, like you said, if GP is coming out saying this, it would come off a little bit more of like, man, don't seek that comfort a little bit, man. Like, yeah, this is real, but you don't get to say that. You know what I mean? Like, we know it's tough, but you don't get to say it's tough, bro.
I think however it got through, he did it well.
Yeah, respect for that.
I think if it was a team mission, they did a good job, bro.
Yeah.
They plotted that well.
Yeah, I was like, yo, shout out to Pops. If that's how Pops did it, shout out to Pops, bro.
And I agree.
I like it.
And that's true. I mean, he's not wrong.
No.
You know?
And he's not. Like, bro, 5 QBs in your first 3 years. Like, it's crazy. That's
a lie.
It don't even sound right. You like, bro, you have 5 of these dudes?
That's a lie. You're young.
What?
You know?
How you developing your craft?
Your rapport.
Who's teaching you your back shoulder timing? Who's teaching you your slant timing, man? How do you know what you're supposed to look at when you come out? Like, it's a lot of, it's real.
I think GP, we know GP is a monster. You know, I think it's things he's shown he can do personally because it's like he has done what he's done. You know, he's went through offensive coordinators in the sense he's went through all types of.
I didn't even think about that part either. Yeah, good call.
Yeah, so you know, like it might be called something different, just little stuff. The name of the route might be different, same route, but so it's like he's had to deal with it. But I mean, I think he's shown that he's a monster. We know that. Yeah, it's just kind of. The whole picture, like putting it all together. Yeah. I think that's where it's out for GP.
Yeah. But, I'm with you on that. But I definitely think, like, man, for me, like I said, it just gave me a little bit more perspective on him. And even just, like I say, handling some of the stuff that he's handling. It's like, all right, you might have a little bit of a point right here, man, when you talk about what you talk about. Like I said, still no excuses for everything, but there is context at play in some of these situations. And, you know, like I said, it's one of them things. So shout out to you, man. I wanted to get your thoughts on it, man. All righty. Hey, you know, we were talking about it though, so I had to bring it up with you, man. UFL had they opening weekend, and bruh, did you see young Kalen, young Pittsburgh Steelers get after it out there?
But you
called it though. You talked him up when we was on here on Wednesday. My man said, yo,
some guy guys that are like he's a guy. He's a really good player. And that league is like he made a good. You can see you make a good cut, you break a tackle.
Hey, bro, make a guy miss, break a tackle, and he can go.
Get up out of there.
So say, yo, it's a missing tackle. Hey, be careful. Quickest way to get beat. You know what time it is.
He my hats to the ball.
Run to the ball. This week 1. They ain't want to run to the ball. You know what it is. It won't enough frames, man. Won't enough helmets in the frame, man. Come on.
He got up out of there though. Real good running back, longest run in history, right?
77, yeah. Shoot, because what the dude broke it initially on was it Friday, and then he turned around and hit him off on Saturday. I was like, yo, all right.
The thing is, they got that monster out wide.
You gotta
respect that monster out wide, because he's the best receiver.
Hakeem, it didn't even call you. He liked that. Hakeem,
he's a monster out wide.
Yeah.
So you gotta respect it. So they getting a lot of too high. That thing hit.
Yeah.
It hit.
Hey, look,
I didn't know what down was it. Was it a third down? Right?
I don't remember.
I'd be curious to know the situation.
Good call. I know exactly what you hunting.
I know exactly
what you hunting.
I'm telling you, like he looked like he hit off on a cover 2, broke a tackle, and got missing. You know.
I know exactly what you said.
Like, yeah, and I don't know what is what, and I also know because I know some D coordinators in this league, and like to the defense of them, it is a lot of missed tackles.
I mean, on that particular play, it was two of them joints. He was like, "Yo,
but you only had to. He missed one tackle. He got about
yeah,
it. Like,
corner don't hit you. This dude don't get it. It's like, oh, he out now. He gone."
It was a great run. They blocked it up nice. You know, let this league develop. I always say this league, you gotta let this league develop. Like around week 4, you start seeing the league. Like it get real good. It get good football. Let's try to survive. Win your first 2 games. Like you gotta win your first 2.
You gotta win the first 2 to get out of there.
Dude's still not in football shape yet. It's not quite. The only way to get in shape for football is to play football.
Hey, no, that's a fact. And they training camp was short, and then they had
training camp's like 3 weeks.
They going through some of the union politics. They trying. I'm like, yo, don't lose focus. You peeped it. I said, don't lose focus, bro. Don't you do this.
Stay focused.
Y'all go mess it up before it's there. Don't you do it.
Stay focused. You're saying big words. You
caught it. You caught it. I was like, yo, what you doing? You gonna mess up a good thing. Don't do that, bro. Don't do it. It ain't ready just yet, bro. Let it cook for a little bit, man.
It's close. It need a good year this year.
That's what it
is.
Year this year. But you know how hard it is, bro, when you look at, man, the TV deals, the boys on ESPN, on Fox. I'm like, bro, every game was on ESPN and Fox. Every game.
Man, it's been around for a few minutes. It's grown.
That's what I'm saying. So it's hard to tell them boys, man. Nah, bro, we ain't ready to get y'all that type of piece of the pie just yet, bro.
They can't go on strike, bro.
You can't strike. You can't strike the spring league, bro.
This is where
you can't strike the spring league, bro. You can't strike the spring. Hey, bro, if you strike this, bro, you savage. You don't care. You don't care, bro. Yeah,
you prepared.
You a man, bro. You got way more heart than me. You got way more heart than me, bro. Yeah. Like, bro, what? So that's the part that's gonna be interesting though, man, because I definitely peeped that on the front end. I'm like, yo,
you can't strike.
It's like, bro, but how do you get what you need to get done? Because
the letter came respectfully. It came like, look, we appreciate it. This is great.
But look, I was laughing when the letter dropped because all of a sudden my man Flight got issues. They say, the Rock was supposed to get here on this flight, but unfortunately they had to turn around. He ain't gonna make the game. I said, don't you start this.
Okay.
I said, you made way too much money for your flight to be having issues the night of. Right? Don't you play me like that. Yeah, it was real convenient though, real convenient. But I'm like, bro, I like it. I get what you're trying to do. Because, that's the fight that NFL players are having always. You want more benefits, man. You want more insurance. You want more money. You want to be taken care of. And then from the business side, it's like, nah, man, we trying to save as much, keep as much to keep, the cost down, expenses low. So it's like, I get it. But yeah, man, y'all, they're a little too early right now, this UFL, to be tapping into all of that right now, man. Yeah.
But yeah, let the league grow a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, let it grow. By week 4, it'll be really, really good football.
Yeah.
Because them boys getting in football shape right now. Like, Shout out the running backs though. Shout out Balaj. I'm a Balaj fan. Yeah. I'm a St. Louis fan. I like St. Louis. I like DC.
Shoot, man, DC. Even with the new coach, man, they were still straight. But Deion Kane, he looked good out there. You seen him, right?
Boy, with the chip on his shoulder, man. It means something.
The boys are hot.
It means something. Man.
It's just, man, I love watching it though, bro, low key, because it's just like, yo, they hungry.
These are the boys. It's pure football. Yeah. It's pure.
It's straight. It's 4th preseason game energy, bro. Man. Like it's like, yo, I'm out here trying to get it, bro.
If you know.
Yeah, it's just like I'm gonna get it, bro. I've been waiting on my moment, and now it's my moment.
Man, let's do this. Boy, there's some guys playing hard out there.
Swear, bro. Swear.
But there's some OGs out there too.
It's some names. I'm like, yo, this dude's still out. I'm like, all right, shout out to you, bro. Like, yeah. Because it get you. Clark, I was about to say, I'm like, bro, you still doing it. Like, you've been around for a while. You've been over there for a while, bro, and making plays. Making plays, bro.
You play for them, like you kind of in rhythm a little bit. Like rhythm.
Like, bro, it's some names, bro. It's like I said, it's a dope league. I like the league, man. I found myself having it on multiple days this weekend, bro. Yeah. Multiple days this weekend. The game was on. I'm like,
it's still football,
and it's good football. It's not janky. It's not gimmicky.
It's coached well.
Right.
It's It's you better do your job. It's people fighting for jobs. It's
Yeah.
business. It's still football. Man, somebody gonna get cut off that long run.
Yeah, no, seriously. Seriously.
Talking about
Caleb gonna get an
something's
opportunity.
gonna
Somebody spring, he'll get an
Yeah.
opportunity, bro. Absolutely.
Something's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
We seen last year
Even if
how many of them
it's-
kickers were getting opportunities. It was like, yo,
Come
this, all
on.
right, do get another chance. Do get another chance. Yeah.
Think about it. If you're a quarterback, like you get those reps, those real like, let's get to it. While you're on like when you're the third or fourth guy, you get a couple reps, but it's not.
Bro, you get an actual game film.
Yeah.
Shoot, I was surprised that my man Max Dugan ain't get in. I was like, dang, bro. But my man that was in front of him actually was cooking. I'm like, yo.
Man, the thing is, it's not names.
And that's what it is. Yeah.
It's football.
It's like, yo, he just play, bro. Yeah. He was like from some like small college. I forgot. Like it was like some like small college out west. And it was like, yeah. But he out that joint hooping. I'm like, yo, who was this kid? Like, all right.
Getting to it.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to them boys though, man. So like I said, man, definitely gonna keep an eye on it, man, while they keep this thing rolling. Now I know you had brought it up briefly last week, man, with Ashton Genty and his pro day performance. Like I said, man, I did go back and watch it a little bit more. My man looked good, bro. He was cutting up out there, bro. For certain looked the part. Like cutting that thing compact, they ain't look little. He look
like pro day.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm like, yo, it'll be a first rounder. Just wait on it. Just wait on it. Come on, don't do that.
Last pick of the first.
Don't you do that. He'll be the first back taken. First.
I don't think backs are gonna go in the first. They're not gonna be back. It's gonna be
I told you, we getting three RBs in the first. 3 RBs in the first, man.
Not this year.
3 in the first. Watch, you'll see. You'll see.
Who need a back that bad?
It ain't that you need a back that bad. It's just I think that those backs are better than some of these other players that are going to potentially be talking.
Who will pick a running back, though? Cincy will pick a running back.
Cincy pick one. We would pick one. Dallas could pick one.
Pittsburgh not picking a running back.
Why wouldn't we pick a running back in the first?
Not in the first.
Why wouldn't we?
Not in the first.
Why wouldn't we?
No.
Oh, so as we sit here on this roster right now, outside of quarterback, what is the position that you're going to say we need the absolute most as we stand today? Wide receiver, you got DK, you got GP, you got Calvin Austin, you got Roman Wilson come back from injury. Tight end, you got Pat Frymouth, you got Darnell Washington. O-line, you got the left tackle's the first rounder, the right tackle's the first rounder, the left guards you paid, the right guard is the fourth rounder, the center is the second rounder. All right.
First rounder.
On defense, cornerback, you got JPJ, you got Darius Slay, you got Corey Trice. Safety, you got Minka Fitzpatrick, you got Deshaun Elliott.
They'll go get a linebacker.
Linebacker, you got Patrick Quinn, and Peyton Wilson and Malik Harrison.
Get that boy from Bama.
Man, I'm like, bro, you got
get that boy from Bama.
Pass rushing, you got TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, and Herbig, bro. You catch I'm like, bro, are we gonna draft a nose tackle? So we drafting a nose tackle? Are you drafting a nose tackle? What you doing?
Give me the best player I can get.
And if the best player is sitting there at 21 is Ashton Genty, man, what you talking about, bro? Would you? Okay, so let's do it like this. Kenneth Grant, right? We know that's the big body boy from Michigan. Not 5'5", the other one. You know, 5'5", that's the one that's gonna go super early. But the other one.
Yeah.
If that's there at 21, Genty's there at 21, Emeka Ibuka is there at 21, and Jackson Dart is there at 21. Like, where are you going with that?
Yeah, I might go.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, I don't see like.
But I might go D-line.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the one though.
So
I might go D-line. I might try to trade that.
Okay, and that's respect. That's respect.
Yeah, you take it. You know what I mean?
Cause I'm just like, yo, I don't see the alternatives feeling better. I'm like,
give me your second. Give me your second. Give me your third. Give me your third and give me your second. Give me your third and your third next year.
Yeah, because I'm just like, yo, I don't really like the all right, let me just do this because this is the position. I'm like, no, I think this player is better, but it's still a running back at round one, so I get that too.
Yeah, I'm not doing it just to do it.
No. Can I ask you this though? At what point do we say this player, even though it might not give you a second contract, he's still that much better than this guy whose position has more value, but we don't think this player is actually going to be good enough to even warrant a second contract. You don't even have the type of impact for the second contract. Like, how do we weigh that? Because I do feel when we start talking these running backs, the later end of it is going to kind of shift to that word. Yeah, I look at Genty and Hampton and I'm like, yeah, I would much rather have those players than, this player, that player.
That's what I'm saying. I'm probably gonna try to trade it.
You just don't even want to be in a position at all. You just like, just get me out of it.
I don't really think, because I don't think you just grab something to grab something. I think you can go get a D tackle. I think you go get a D tackle. If you don't go get a D tackle, I think you can go get. You might could go get a.
Do I need another wide receiver? That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna say a safety. You might go get you a safety.
Get your young Kevin Winston Jr., man. Little Penn State, man. Come on, man. Come back off the knee injury, man. Let my man eat, man. Let my man eat, man.
Yeah, I like that. You can go get a safety.
But you're not doing that at 21, though. So you trade back second round. Come on, bro. Why we doing that? If I'm going at 21, I want me a weapon. I want something that's going to help me right now, man. Give me something. Another one? Or just another one? Another one. Come on, bro. Another one? God, how many do we need, bro?
Because you got to get ready to deal with this contract in a minute.
Come on. Oh, man, that's crazy.
Maybe you...
That's crazy. He say, "Look, bro, he gonna want the bag, so don't even just prepare. All right, just prepare for it right now, and look at him. Look at him like what this is here. You know why he's here. Don't play. You know why he's here. This ain't me. This is you.
It's not me. It's you.
You talk that number down, I'll trade him. I promise. All right, but if you tripping,
I really did. I gotta do this just in case."
Don't make me do this, all right? Yeah. This is your fault, though, man.
The whole thing changes if you leave.
Oh, man. That's real. This is real.
So I might go get a DA.
Oh, man.
Another one.
I like the thought process now. The way that you talking, hey, I like it. You've clearly crossed over to the other side the way that you talking, all right? You've clearly crossed over to the other side.
Like I might go get one of those.
You've crossed over now, all right? That's what it is.
Like, he'll go get that linebacker in a heartbeat.
He will.
Most likely,
he'll
get that mic in a heartbeat.
He'll do that and be look, I'm gonna feel good about it. It is what it is.
He'll go get that mic in a heartbeat.
All right.
And be like, I got that mic.
All right.
I got this one I bought. I got my
I got one I dread. He gonna feel good about it.
He's probably gonna do that. He's probably gonna go get a mic.
All I'm saying is, I could also see Coach T hitting him off with the Omarion Hampton, and I got my new age Najee Harris now. I got my faster version of Najee. I could see him on it, bro.
I can see that too. I give you that.
And you think about it, man, even when he drafted Najee, he had the chance to go with Travis Etienne. Both of those dudes coming out at that time were viewed as 1A, 1B, pick your poison. I prefer Etienne just because of the elusiveness. But
that's why I said I don't see Etienne. I mean, not Etienne, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why you don't see Genty because he's not that right. Genty. And that's why, to me, I'm personally pro Genty, but I think that Omarion Hampton is more Coach Tomlin's cup of tea. That big body bruiser can give him a ton of carries and he can run that thing in the A gap 100 times. But he also has the burst that we were lacking a little bit with Najee and even to an extent with L. Bell. Remember, that was part of the knock with him. It was like, he can cook you, catch all this other, but we said the top end where it's the home run, right? Omarion Hampton, that's different. That's different. Yeah.
I give it that.
So to me, I'm like, I could see, him being that guy. If it, falls down, if the board plays out the way, that it could potentially play out stuff. So.
No, we're on the same page with that.
Respect. All right. Shout out to the homie, man. Shout out to TG. And if y'all digging the homie in this conversation, don't forget to hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Yeah, TG, man. I got this UConn and USC women's hoops game on right now. You seen Paige gave them people 40 this weekend, right? Did you see that? Yeah. I know you out there coaching, you grinding, you doing your thing, you big time, but she gave them 40 this weekend, bro.
USC lost Juju, man.
It's tough. It's tough out here, man.
Piece to lose.
Game changer, man.
This is gonna be a great game. Now this is still gonna be a great one, but
because USC got a squad. USC good, yeah.
USC still USC, but that was gonna be
That was supposed to be the game, bro. Yeah.
we was waiting on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what the people wanted to see.
No. But shout out to the 40 piece though, man. Like I said, shout out to the 40 piece, man.
See the problem,
bro. What you don't see 40 pieces often. It was like, ooh, cook them. Yeah.
I wasn't completely familiar with. Like I remember she got hurt.
Yeah, she got hurt a couple times, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's a little bit older. I know she could shoot.
Yeah.
But I didn't know she had all the game. Like she's nice.
Mm-hmm.
She's super nice.
Oh yeah, like you said, that's the little mid-game assassin right there, man. She gonna cook you. But yeah, man, shout out to Young Paige and them, man. All right. And
man, what's up with the NFL with the nose?
Come on, bro. Why you reading my mind? I swear I was over here like NFL celebration band.
Why they take that out?
Come on, bro. What you mean? Why they take it out? You know why they took it out. You know why, but why did they just now figure it out?
God.
Why they just figure it out now? Why they just figured it out now, bro? What'd you just say? I know you were just saying what it just. Say that again. You silly.
No, it's the slime. That's the slime. The thing is that I'm thankfully humble under God. Like, come on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, don't overthink that.
Shout out to Thug. Shout out to. Hopefully under God. Oh yeah, I'm sure Thugger, you right, bro. Oh man. You right. You right.
And you gotta think, my man.
Oh man.
What's with my man in Dallas? That was
CD.
Like
that's his thing. Yeah, CD.
That's tough. You know.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's endorsement.
Hey, bro, I was laughing so hard when all the articles popped up. This is related to Young Thug and Future. They have made it so popular, but it's gang related. I was like, oh Lord, it's around. Oh man.
Yeah, like it's too close. Yeah. But I mean, D-Jack used to be out there throwing up all types.
D-Jack, man, was banging on people, bro. Stop playing, man. If you know, you know. All right. If you know, you know. DJ was really out here throwing up. Be like, yo, bro, is this for real? Like, you, hey, bro. Shit.
I don't know. I just think that.
Hey, low key. Now that I think about it. Hey, hold on, TG. Hold on, TG. Now that I think about it, you was over there with DJX when he was banging on us. Hey, yo, he banged on us.
That's what I used to watch.
Me and Mike Mitch, like, yo, I saw it. Yeah, I think, yeah, that look real related, bro. That's affiliated. We're gonna leave that one alone. Yeah, you funny, bro.
That's all I'm saying.
Now you said it's a slippery slope though, huh? He says they gonna start attacking some of you organized gangs. What you said? You said some of you organized gangs.
You can't stop throwing up the hook.
That's it. I mean, they say y'all criminal, man. They said what's the difference, man? That's what they say.
Tough time right now.
It's tough right now.
Tough time.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying.
I hate to see them ban the hooks.
My dog funny. Hey, look, bro, don't ban the hooks, bro. It's a tough time right now, though, for the hooks, man. You said, man. Hey, look, man. Everybody with the legends is real chill right there. Everybody with their best behavior. I ain't seen so many letter podcasts. I'm like, bro, what? Listen, man, this is not like this. This was outside. This was isolated. I'm like, wow. All right. Shout out to y'all.
Let's be cool on the probate season right now.
Shout out. You love to see it, bro. You love to see it. I'm just gonna let you know, man. I was still there fighting the good fight. You know, my daughter getting ready to go to college. She's like, yeah, Dad, I mean, I seen some of that stuff, but, you know, I was thinking about sororities. I'm like, you know what? Not all of them are like that. Some of them are actually good organizations, man, and they some good brotherhoods and some sisterhoods, man. And like, I know people, man. I know some people, man. They really some stand-up people behind them, man. All right? So I just want to let you know I was showing y'all what's some loves. All right, man. So shout out to y'all. But see, y'all can get your credit back up, man. Yeah.
I'm the bird, man. I'll play. It's okay. Like, it just gotta be, you know, everything's got his dangers.
Yeah, with their moderation. You know how it is, man. With their moderation.
I like that word.
Absolutely. Oh, good. All righty. Oh, man. So we Didn't that, man? I ain't even mean to actually have that convo with you. That was an accident when we got to that one. I was looking at these. I was supposed to talk to you about these first round picks. I was like, yeah, we actually already did that. Whoops. Shout out to my dog in there, man. I guess we did talk a little Jackson, Dartamarion, Hampton, Kendrick Grant. Which one would you do? Who would you like? All right, so say less. Say less. Okay. Well, let's see then. Shoot. I'm about to say, because we vibing out the way he was vibing out in here. And I likes what I'm saying, right? You see it, yeah. I said, bro, I ain't know how I backed in it. I said, hey, what we get hits? Hey, that's how we do that.
We talking about the
it's me. No, you brought it up. You brought it up when we was talking to Celebration. You brought it up because you said, yo, then they gonna start banning the hooks. You did this, man. Don't you put that on me, man. No, you did. I said, how we get over here? World, man. I said, how we get in this lane, bro? Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog, man. All right. You funny, bro. All right. Man, I'm trying to think, man, if I had anything else. Oh, shoot. What about my Lakers, man? You seen how the new Big Three looking out there on the West Coast? Have you been keeping an eye over there, man, or nah, man?
I'm a LeBron guy.
Okay.
I love LeBron.
Okay.
I hope they win it this year. I want LeBron to win it. I don't think if LeBron win it, he's gonna put it down. Though. That's the only thing I'm scared of.
I don't think he would do that. I think that's too Jordan-esque to like walk away with that one. I think he just says, I'm gonna stay till, see what little Brycey do. And then after that, then I think he hit it on us. I give him about 3 years, man. What you think?
Man, I just think for you to be able to take care of your body like that's amazing though.
Yeah.
Like, and of course, he got to press that. That's what you do when you got it. But he's done very well with that.
Big facts. I'm about to say, when you got it like that, bro, you don't have to spare an expense. All right. For us regular folk, yeah, we got it. We got to be a little bit more cost effective with our recovery. But yeah, the way that he doing it is a little different.
But he's still a machine though. Like even the Shaqs and even Jordan with the Wizards wasn't this like.
No, seriously.
Like.
Because those are
Jordan with the Wizards. That's what I was watching.
I did too. I seen some of that too. It was tough.
It wasn't this. Like this is special. Like this is a rare thing we're watching. So it's like I do appreciate it. I always try to.
And you think this is Shaq when Shaq was with the Celtics?
Suns.
Oh, the big Aristotle. Oh God.
Yeah.
That was tough time. That was tough, Shaq.
That was a tough diesel. Still was missing free throws.
Still couldn't shoot a free throw to save his life. I say, bro, you've been playing for too long and not been able to hit free throws, bro. But yeah. Man. But them dudes looking good though, man. I'm liking the new Big Three though, man. The new Luka and Austin Reeves situation they got going on right now, man. So shout out to them boys, man.
Hey, where Captain Kirk gonna go? If Aaron come to Pittsburgh, where Kirk gonna end up?
Well, that's the weird part because I saw where they were saying if Rodgers retires, we, become the front runner to get the Kirk Cousins. How you feel about that though?
I don't mind. I don't dislike that. I don't dislike that. That's okay.
What's changed? Why are you cool with him now?
I'm cool with him and Mason in there together. If you don't have to pay it too much, I think that's a well-rounded room.
See,
in the sense of same play calling for every.
But you stuck with the deal though. You still, unless you're gonna make Atlanta eat some of that contract, or Atlanta gotta eat the contract. Okay,
no, you're not taking it.
Excuse me.
No, you're not taking none of that.
Cause I was like, yo, he got a deal. Like he's paid guaranteed money. Like
No, you don't take none of the deal. But if you can get it on like a Russell plan, you can talk about something like that.
True, but what draft pick wise, what you giving up to Atlanta?
Maybe that. I'm not giving them nothing. Like maybe that third.
Listen, if they're gonna take the contract, bro, you gotta give up some type of draft pick.
That. I just
because you don't have a second. Leverage. You don't have a second right now.
You have leverage to do anything you want to do. Like. You want to try to take
but who has the leverage though? Realistically, when we need the quarterback,
You got
and
that
they
first.
got two
You got
dudes
that
under
first.
contract. You know what I mean?
You got that first. If anything ever is needed, you could do that and take
Yeah.
a piece out of there too. Like give me him and something,
Okay.
and now you got this first. You know.
Because that's the only thing I'm just thinking. I'm like, I don't, hate getting Kirk, but I'm like, we either gotta pay money or we gotta go give up a pick. I prefer waiting on Rodgers, man. You know
if
that.
If that was shaking, then that'd be kind of already thought. Like it's on.
Well,
like,
no, they said that Aaron Rodgers is the priority, and they're waiting on it. But they said if Rodgers doesn't work out, Kirk Cousins becomes the next big name for us. Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. I'm sure it's a plan.
Yeah,
simulated to do like, all right, this would be the first shake out of here. You know.
Because they're saying with Kirk Cousins, he's waiting. He's not going to sign anywhere until after the draft or turns out getting traded anywhere because he said what happened last year with the Michael Penix thing.
I don't think you got to do Kirk, though. Like, at Kirk, you got Mason, to be honest with you.
No, see, I think you playing games, bro. I think you playing games. You know that. I think you playing games. I think you playing games, bro. I think they're very different. I think they're very different.
Use that first and get Jackson. At that point, you're getting a quarterback.
And to me, I'm fine with that. I would much rather draft Jackson Dart I'd rather you reach and go get Jalen Milroe before you go trade for Kirk Cousins with all that contract and then bring him over. Because I'm
not mad at that.
I'm like, bring him, let him compete versus Mason, and then we go from there. And I'm gonna load up around and we're gonna make it work. Like it is what it is, man. To me, the Kirk deal, I'm like, I don't want that deal. That deal turns me off all the way, man. I'm like, keep that all the way over there, bro.
I'll be honest, I'm growing. The Milroe's growing on me so much more.
He's a mutant, bro. He's a mutant. He's a real life mutant, man. I'm a Bama dude, so I like that. I don't think he's throwing that football at a high enough level for us. Even with the DKs and the GPs and the Calvin Austins in the room.
I think what I kind of like more about him is I think if you get him, you customize your offense more to his strengths.
Give me the Justin Fields, like that approach. Yeah.
I think you come run that offense and that works a little bit.
Treat it like Lamar year 2, where it was like super read option-y, super gimmicky, collegey until we see you develop. I
think you just see a little bit more.
Make them play 11 on 11.
If you do get that. I think you make people play 11 on. You college it. Mm-hmm. College it with him.
And we've seen coaches do that. I mean, Bo Nix to an extent, that's what they do in with him to an extent. It's like, you see some of the triple option stuff. You see with Jaden Daniels, man, that's triple option, bro. College. That's triple option. Like, you know exactly what this is, man. Heck yeah.
It's a college.
So you could get away with that, and I do agree. To me, I would much rather do that though than the Kirk Cousins approach. Like I said, I don't want to give up the picks, nor do I want to deal with that contract, man.
Where Kirk gonna go though? He's starting to get in the danger.
Maybe it's Cleveland. I think he either stays or it's Cleveland because they said Dak Prescott. They were talking about Dak is getting more traction to Cleveland, and I'm like, if Dak is in play, then Kirk is most definitely in play because both of their contracts are ginormous. But I think if you believe more in Dak Prescott, which just on paper we know statistically Dak. I don't think you're doing Dak dirty if you send him to Cleveland. I think you help Dak out because now you take him out the spotlight of the Dallas star where everything he does is never good enough. Man, if Dak was throwing for 4K the way he's been throwing for 4K in Cleveland, man, we talking about Dak way different. It's because Dak plays in Dallas. You know this. And the expectation there is kind of like how we talk about here. Like, if you ain't winning it, man, y'all choking. I think Dak in a small market, man, he gonna be fine. He'll cook. The way that they like Baker in Tampa, I think they would like Dak the same way in Cleveland. Yeah. I think it'll be just like that, man. Like not great, but productive. Will lead you to the postseason. He can get streaky hot, but you're always gonna be a little bit short. But in Tampa, there isn't an expectation of you gotta win it right now. In Dallas, every year is you gotta win it right now. In Pittsburgh, it's you gotta win it right now.
For sure.
It's certain places where man, you play there, bro. It's an expectation. And then there's other places where there is an expectation. And some of that's due to ownership, some of that's due to just the results. But to me, I think Dak, he'd be fine in Cleveland. I think it would benefit him a lot. Now, I'm sure he'd probably lose out some brand deals because, Dallas market is way different than Cleveland's market. But, I think as a whole, though, from an on-field standpoint, I think it would benefit him more. And I'm sure Myles Garrett would be very, very happy to finally have a quarterback that is of Dak's caliber. Because, who is the last time you've seen a Dak Prescott caliber quarterback in Cleveland right now? And he was supposed to be there, right? But he never did it. Yeah, he never did it. So that's the part where I'm like, we haven't seen that.
So much die. Baker was in Cleveland.
But Baker was at the front end early on learning it. And he still was nice, but it was like he had to leave to really kind of grow up after a couple of stops. Remember, it was a Carolina and there was an LA in there.
I just seen that Watson. I seen that Deshaun story.
The Watson didn't look weird to me, bro. Like, it's super weird. And then it got hurt back to back with the Achilles. So I'm like, I don't feel like I'm ever going to see that story, bro. I don't think I'm ever going to see it, bro. And it's weird to me because of like, how did it happen that drastically? Like, allegations, all that includes, like, how did that happen to where you go from being a top 5 dude to falling off a cliff, bro? Like, I've never seen that at that position like that, man. And not at that age. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I like that. I'm not in love with him in Cleveland, but I could see what you see though.
Dak in Cleveland to get weird though, low key though. That'll make the division a little weird though.
For sure.
Shoot, Kirk in the division to make it a little weird. Don't play, bro.
For sure.
It'll get weird. We wouldn't be looking at Cleveland like, oh, that's the layup. Hey, Cleveland's been competitive. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you look at that, you be like, all right, they can get a little weird though. That'll get real weird.
But Deshaun just went there.
This is true. But maybe it was because he sat out. Maybe the sitting out really impacted him so much. I've never seen it like that, but it was just so much. Yeah.
I don't know. He fell off so bad. Like, you know, like he fell off so bad.
My dog said, yo, it can't be him. It can't be. Because I've never seen it look like, never in my life. I've never seen that, bro.
Yeah. I'm now a believer of, man, it's just tough over there. I don't know what it is. Because, like, I've seen Deshaun since college look like that.
Bro, like, he was that dude. Like, the way Lamar is looking now, it's like, yo, Watson.
He never looked like that in his life.
So I'm like, yo, Watson was always one of them ones. And it's just like, Cleveland, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
And that's what I mean. It could just be the energy of the city. Like, it's tough. You know? I remember being in Seattle, like, Seattle's cool, but it's tough. Yeah. You know?
I can dig it.
Oh, yeah.
So, we gonna see, man. We are going to see. But shout out to my dog in there, man. Shout out to my dog. All right. I'm trying to think there, man. Because that was definitely the last one I had on my end, man. When you brought up the day ago, Kirk, I was like, hold on now. Dak Prescott was the one I needed to ask you about. So we got that in there. Shout out to them boys. You got anything else before we get up out of here, man? Because I know it's getting ready to be that 10 o'clock and you got big boy work, man. All right, you in the heart of this spring ball thing, man. And I need the defense to win the spring. All right, I'm just throwing it out there. I need defense to win the spring, okay?
Yeah.
Shout out.
Ooh, yeah. All right. Hey, only thing they denied that spring game with Colorado. I thought that was
they did? Idea. I didn't see that. Yeah. Who officially did that? What did happen?
The NCAA. I thought it was a good idea. I thought it was a good idea.
What'd they say?
I thought it was going to be cool. They just denied it. It was going to be them in Syracuse.
Man. Oh, yeah, because I did see where they were going to have them out there for the whole week, do some of the financial literacy stuff as well, man. That would have been dope, man.
I thought that was going to be cool. I think they got a good thing cooking. It was to get going. I think that'll be a thing, you know, because, like, high schools do it.
Heck yeah. It's like the Jamboree type stuff, man.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool.
Dang.
And you get to see them kids that's about to get in the portal.
That's the part that I want. Like, get a little peek, man. Get a little sneak peek.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. That's all good then. Well, you know, just give us some time. Because eventually, man, these conferences going to be like, yo, we don't need you no more NCAA. We doing what we want to do. All right, it's on us now. Just keep waiting. Just keep watching. But anywho, before you go, man, I do got to ask then, Final Four, you got your Final Four predictions, man? I know the game's this weekend, man, but I figure I'd just ask you ahead of time, man, because you know, got them Gators versus Auburn Tigers. You got Houston versus Duke. You know, I got my Duke hoodie on right now, too. My Norfolk State hoodie on the way, but I got my Duke hoodie on right now, all right?
Duke basketball.
Okay.
Give me Duke.
Okay.
Give me Florida.
Oh, okay.
Give me Duke to win the night.
Let's go. Talk to me. Nice. Let's get it. Like I said, I had to cop me a fresh Duke hoodie, man. I seen Drake with them OVO hoodies. I was like, you know, I'm going to get one of them things, man. All right.
So I think Cooper the best in the country.
Cooper filthy with it, man. But they got a little squad though, bro. Connect be shooting, man. They got the big boy guard Smith. Bro, he a buff point guard. I'm like, yo, you a buff. Oh yeah. The tall skinny cat. Yeah. Bro, they got length, bro. Like you look at them, like, bro, all y'all cats tall as heck, man.
And they can shoot.
And defend. They play good defense, bro.
Yeah, they play real good defense.
Real good defense, bro.
Defense wins championship.
Facts.
I like Duke to win it. Florida's real good too, though.
Florida's tough, bro. Florida got out of a dogfight the other night, though, bro. Florida, they had to fight back, man. Whereas Duke was punching on people, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I like Duke to win it.
Nah, facts
Duke's
on that,
the best
man.
team in the country.
Shout out to Duke, man. Shout out to the Blue Devils out there. All right, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. All right. And especially, like I said, since the green and gold, you know, they ain't in it no more. I could turn my focus to the Duke Blue Devils. Shout out. All right. I like that, man. I like it. Well, appreciate you as always, man. And, you know, spin the block with you, man. Talk to you in, a day or two. So shout out to you, man.
All right. My
dog. Peace, baby. Peace. All righty. Shout out to the homie TG joining the show. And if you was digging the homie being a part of the show tonight, hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's get it. Couple supers remaining. All righty. Then we get up out of here, man. As like I said, man, we got UConn. They getting after us on commercial right now. But I felt like I just seen UConn was up a couple buckets. So shout out to the UConn Huskies and Paige Beckers, baby. Let's go. Malvo Desert says, namaste, my God. Now, big namaste to you. You already know. Namaste, namasa, nanakusa. Okay, my mama. Let me stop. But he says, on this here, White Cherry Runts currently. Dope OVO sweater. OVO. What up, chat? Nah, shout out to you. Yeah, man, I was feeling real fly, man. I told you I had to play my boots. It wipe me down. When I put the hoodie, I say, hey, bro, this feel a little fly. Or excuse me, Webby. I guess it's his song, right? But yeah, man, I had seen it drop there. I say, hey, bro, I need the OVO one. All right, Drake. Yo, I know you fighting back, getting your credit back good with the congregation. I ain't tripping. I ain't picking no side like that, all right? I rocks with both of you. But I like the OVO gear. I like the drip, all right? Sneakers included. So, yeah, man, you know, I had to cop the hoodie. The hoodie's fire. Got my Duke Blue Devils. Big Duke fan, so love that. And the fact Duke actually won, too. And we Final Four bound. I said, oh, yeah. It's perfect time to go ahead and break it out. So, shout out, man. But definitely appreciate you on that. And hopefully y'all enjoying them there runs, big fella. Yes, indeed. Shoot, I was on that Khalifa. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? I figured, man, might as well keep it 412 with it. So, shout out. Alrighty, Richard R. Bezo, he says, regardless of who's the QB, gotta load up on weapons. And I would agree, man. I know this is in reference to what we were talking about earlier with DK, obviously throwing with Aaron Rodgers, and then, you know, talking about how GP has had to, you know, play with a lot of different players, man. But yeah, as a whole, man, yes, the more weapons you can have for whoever's going to be our quarterback, man, the better. I think you can add more pieces with, you know, it just being Mason in a draft pick. But obviously we feel like we have more upside at the position from a production standpoint in 2025 with Aaron Rodgers. So to me, when I think of, you know, just loading up, it's like, man, regardless of, like you said, draft the guy or Rodgers, man, get what you can get. If it's a draft pick or if we know it could be Rodgers, man, like I said, Amari Cooper is out there. There are still some other guys that are out there, but I like Amari Cooper. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to start saying his name a little bit more. It's like, all right, what about that one? What about that one? Maybe it's another tight end out that you want to add. Like, these are the things, or the fullback situation. I know we were in the sweepstakes for Kyle Juszczyk for a little while, right? Finding something that can do some of that type of stuff. Like, I'm all for that. But to me, I think it is going to be important to make it as nice as possible, a la the Brock Purdy San Francisco offense situation that he's been playing under the past couple of seasons. All right. And then the last one, Tam Beckley says, like Ike the South. And then unfortunately gives us a little thumb down emoji. Man, what's going on with the South, man? What's going on with the South? Come on, don't be like that. Jeez. But let's get it. Let's get it. Ooh, and X Concept says that the NFL is now allowing throwbacks and alternate uniforms for up to 4 games each season now. Yes, that is a big deal. Because, you know, we do like the fact that block numbers have become the new throwback for the Steelers. All right, shout out to the block numbers. I stick up my headphones in too, man. I'm talking to y'all like I'm in the studio for real, like at the studio, like when I do my Steelers show. Take my headphones out. But yeah, in terms of being able to wear the alternate uniforms, the throwback uniforms, more games, that's dope. So color rush, right? We talk about colors. We talk about the block numbers, man. All of those type of things, man, you might get an additional game of it. I know some of these teams, man, they be out here be cutting all the way up with their unis. We got some stuff though, man. I'm hoping that we tap into that bag a little bit more. You know what I mean? Can I get block numbers in? Can I get a Bumblebee in there somewhere? Pretty please. I would really appreciate that. Can I get block, Bumblebee, and color rush all in the same season? We will see. But it'll be hard though. But X Concert says he needs block numbers, he needs color rush, he needs the gold helmet. Big facts on gold helmets. I'm mad I ain't get the gold helmets, bro. And then Bumblebees. For me, I got Bumblebees. I don't trip on block numbers because I got Bumblebees. I feel great about the Bumblebees and I got color rush. So I'm like, yeah, I feel great. But them gold helmets are fire, bro. The gold helmets are fire. I would like to have that. I wish I could have had one of those. That's back when Debo was knocking folks really out, man. Like, yeah. Oh, and then, yeah, a white on white would be fire too. Absolutely. I'm with you, AJ Martinez. I'm with you. There are so many different color combinations that the Steelers could tap into if they truly wanted to. We know that they're big on tradition, but there are certain elements of the dress game, of the combos that just makes it a little bit fire. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that one, man. But yeah, man, the Bumblebees, the color rush, I'm all for it. Ooh, X Concept says the Bumblebees with the color rush pants and shoes with gold helmets would be goated. That would be fire. Be a lot going on, but it absolutely fire though. So I don't hate that. I definitely don't hate that. Definitely don't hate it. Like I said, man, I just one day we might tap out, you know, and get a little bit more, you know, edgy, a little bit more progressive with the unis. But at the same time, I do understand the tradition. I do understand that classic look that, you know, the Steelers like to uphold, and that is a brand thing. That is something that, you know, goes with the Steelers being blue collar and not being, you know, prima donnas or fancy or, you know, some of that type of stuff. So I get it. But at least on Madden. Yes. So remix, shout out to Madden, man. On Madden, yeah, we get out there, bro. You can for certain, man, get some crazy color combos and they look fire. Fuego. But unfortunately, I think it's just going to be on a video game for us all right now. All right. But hopefully y'all enjoyed the convo tonight, man. Like I said, man, we in the second quarter right now. UConn up 28-23. Loving what I'm seeing right now. Loving what I'm seeing. Let's go UConn Huskies, man. All right. Let's get it. But like I said, man, that will conclude tonight's show. So hopefully y'all enjoyed yourselves. And if you did, hit the like button one time for the culture. And then after you hit that like button, gotta hit that subscribe button. All right. Leah Warren, don't you rush me on the piece. Don't you do that just yet, Leah. Don't you do that. We ain't done yet. All right. You gotta hit the like button first, then you gotta subscribe. Okay? Then after that, Mike Hood, don't you rush Mike Hood, because I gotta say to stay safe out there, all right? You know you gotta stay safe out there. And X Concept, don't you piece me out just yet, all right? Because after you stay safe out there, you know it's all love, all right? Yeah, like y'all know me or something like that, man. Yeah, like we've been doing this show for too many times, something like that. Like y'all know how I like to sign off. I start saying this, y'all start with the peace sign. That's crazy. All right. Maybe I ain't done yet. All right, now what? Now I'm gonna just sit here for a second. I ain't ready to stop yet, cause y'all really act like y'all know me, okay? Y'all can't just be signing off like y'all. Oh, he about to sign off right here. Throw the peace signs up on him. That's night right there. They gonna rush me at this one. So hey man, look man, you ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here anymore. All right, you gotta go. Damn, dog, bro, that's right, man. Hey. But shout out to y'all, man. All right, so shout out to y'all. But with that being the case, now I am about to get up out of here. All right, so shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Stay safe out there. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, baby. Peace.